installment of 5-Minute Licks. I hope you're all awesome. Today's lick is more just a pair of exercises. We're going to do 2 interval scales, one based around thirds, one based around seconds. These are 2 of the most important exercises I ever learnt when I was learning scales and intervals and modes and all that kind of good stuff we like to talk about and try to use to further our musical ideas. So we're going to do it in the key of C, and we're going to take the first 6 notes of a C major scale. I'm going to start with a C note that is located in standard tuning on fret 3 of the A string. I'm going to do it 3 notes per string as well. You can do this any way you like, but this is kind of the core exercise that will really get you cooking. So it's going to be C, D, and E. That's fret 3, 5, and 7 on the A string, and same thing on the D string. They're the notes F, G, and A. We'll label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in ascending order. So this. If you're not familiar with that shape, take a little bit of time to get that under your fingers. But the thirds exercise just goes like this. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6. It's harder to say than it is to play. You know, you can play those kind of lines with it. It's great if you're like me and you have no idea how to play jazz, but you want to play something jazzy. You also hear this in a lot of modern metal guitar soloing and a lot of modern fusion as well. These interval scales are a great way to think about a scale. When I'm doing this, I'm just thinking of moving up the C major scale, and I have this kind of preset intervallic pattern to go with it. It's awesome. And I would encourage people to just start with that 2-string pattern, because if you get good at this, you can transfer it to any other pair of strings anywhere else on the neck. That's one of the nice things about knowing 3-note per string scales. Okay, so that's the thirds run. Let's do the seconds run. I call it a seconds run anyway. I guess you could call it a sevenths run as well. We won't get into that, but this sequence is going to go 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5. So this. And again, same kind of idea. You can move this to any 3-note per string shape you like. But what's really cool about this kind of pocket is playing thirds on the way up and seconds on the way down. It gives you this nice big loop. So we get this. The cool thing about that is that it's different on the way down as opposed to the way up. So it stops sounding so exercisey when you kind of combine those 2 there. So start with the basic 3-note per string pattern, if you don't know that one already. Then move on to thirds, practice that up and down. Do the same thing with seconds, and then try combine them. I find this is not only a great way to practice scales. You know, just because a scale is written down in ascending order doesn't mean that you have to practice it in that order. It's like when someone tells you, hey, you know how you recite the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, and G? That has absolutely no impact on language or grammar. It's just a convenient way to remember all the symbols that we use, and your mind kind of gets blown. That's a similar thing here, and I find interval scales are a great way to get out of that rut of sounding like you're just playing up and down a scale. It now sounds like you're playing the scale, not the scale playing you. So I'm going to put tab for this up on my Patreon. Again, thank you so much to all my Patreon backers for supporting what I do. There's a link to that in the video description if you want to join up. Otherwise, leave me a comment and let me know how you go with this particular exercise. You can jump on the Discord and chat about it there as well. I should do some playing with these ideas, so I'll do that right now. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.